What's going on, guys? Ted from Immersion here, and it's time for another quick D&D weekly update. Not a ton of news this week, some new stuff for Neverwinter. There was a new issue of Dragon Plus, a new Unearthed Arcana, a delay in the upcoming Unearthed Arcana, and a GM's Day Yawning Portal bundle on the DM's Guild, as well as some Welovefine stuff. So, a couple things to cover, so go ahead and stay tuned, and I'll go over all of it. Alright, so first up is Traps Revisited. This was the Unearthed Arcana that came out. Sorry, this is last week. I'm a little bit on the delay here. But I already covered that, so there's a video up on the channel if you'd like to take a look at that. Pretty cool, but I do a full review in that video, so I'll leave that for there. The 12th issue of Dragon Plus came out. This one is there's a big whole section all about cats, as you can kind of see here on the front. I will be doing a full review of that. I just haven't had enough time to get around to go through the entire magazine and do a review, but I will be doing that shortly. So you guys there'll be a link in the description if you want to go check it out. You can download the app via Android, iOS, or you just view it on the website. You can just view it on any browser. But again, the link will be in the description. We have the Siege of Neverwinter is going to begin on the folks over on Xbox One and PS4. This has previously come out for the folks on PC, but this is all about, it's going to start, actually it already started on the 2nd, and it's going to end on the 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Again, Xbox One and PS4. So it's all about the Cult of the Dragon attacking. I'm not going to go through too much, but you can probably read through some of the folks that have played through it. But there's going to be Cult Invasion, apparently a counterattack, and then a dragon attack attacking the city of Neverwinter, so be on the lookout for that. And there are specific event rewards and companions that you can get access to. You can kind of go through here and see most of that. Dragging a couple of die packs. Again, there'll be a link in the description for this. Again, this is for folks playing Neverwinter on Xbox One and PS4 only, not the folks on PC. So, John, I'm going to go with Darnielle. This kind of looks like Danielle. From the Mountain Goats is on the Dragontalk podcast. So, Bart Carroll and Trevor Kidd are actually doing this, not our typical Shelley Mazanoble and Greg Tito. Going over the leader of the folk rock group, the Mountain Goats, and he's talking about his new novel, Universal Harvester, his music, and how D&D is a through line. And you can, again, Matt Cernet speaks with missing host Greg Tito on the Hidden Shrine of Temiko, and that is one of the updated dungeons we will be getting in Tales from the Yawning Portal, coming out in just about a month at this point. So, again, as I've said before, you can go ahead and check out the information, even though it does have info on Greg Tito and Shelley, even though they're not there. You can listen to it here. You can check it out on iTunes or Google Play. I'm also going to put a link to this. This is the Podcast Hub. Here is the Dragontalk podcast. This is all episodes of the podcast. And then there's also Dungeon Delve as well, which is the much, much older podcast that you can see here. So, this goes back, I believe this was what originally started Acquisitions Incorporated, but you can see here, 8/28/2013, by Mike Krahulik, Jerry Holland, Scott Kurtz. Yeah, so this is the old school Acquisitions Incorporated stuff, which we actually have a little bit of news on that. I'm going to break the week cycle here just to talk about that. GM's Day on the Yawning Portal Special Bundle. This would normally run you $47 on the DM's Guild. It is only $20. This is all of the old school versions of the updated dungeons we're going to get in Tales from the Yawning Portal for 5th edition. This is all of those in their original format. So we have Shrine of Tamakoan, we have Dead and Fey, which was originally like a playtest for 5th edition, Against the Giants, Tomb of Horrors, White Plume Mountain, The Forge of Fury, The Sunless Citadel. These are all here. You can go and check this out on the DM's Guild. I'll put the link in the description, as always. The folks from Welovefine have a new t-shirt. This says Dragon Fight. This looks, and it may be, the front cover of the of the starter set, the D&D starter set, so like the kind of front cover of Lost Minds of Phandelver. You can also check out, there are other D&D t-shirts and things here. Again, this is, what the hell's his name? Kind of the Sergeant, is it Sergeant Knox? From Neverwinter. Again, there's other D&D shirts you can check out. Here's a Demogorgon shirt here on Welovefine. So, go ahead and take a look at those. And lastly, as I said, I want to break the cycle because some interesting news came out today, Monday the 6th, even though that is technically outside of the 1 week cycle that I normally do this. I think I mentioned this, but anyway, this still functions for last week. There will be no Unearthed Arcana today, so there won't be a new one this week, hopefully coming back next week. This past Sunday, so the 5th, Jeremy Crawford and Chris Perkins were actually at Emerald City Comic-Con on Twitch talking about Dungeons & Dragons. I didn't check that out. I'm hoping that it's still available for view on the Twitch page. I haven't gone and checked that out, though. Lastly, the big news from today, the team at Penny Arcade is teaming up with Hyper RPG, which I'm sure some of you are familiar with, to put out a new show called Acquisitions Incorporated Presents The C-Team. This is a new group of adventurers that are part of Acquisitions Incorporated, and it's run by Jerry Hawkins, so it is Omen, if you're familiar with Acquisitions Incorporated, kind of leader of AI, Omen Dran. He is going to be the dungeon master for this game most of the time. But the point being that he, as his character, can send them on missions as a new group of Acquisitions Incorporated folks. But there's nothing stopping any of the other folks from swinging by, getting, quests from the other members of Acquisitions Incorporated. I'm sure Chris Perkins will stop by at some point. But yeah, that's a new thing that's coming out. I'll put the link in the description here. It's going to be a weekly show from 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. on Thursday Pacific time. So be on the lookout for that. And then lastly, again, to just round out, because I'm here, Frost Giant's Fury, the second issue of the Storm King's Thunder comic comes out. It says it's out now. I'm guessing that's probably supposed to be for Wednesday, New Comic Day. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Not, like I said, not a ton of news. We're kind of in a weird lull, especially with no Unearthed Arcana for this coming week. I anticipate that the week of the 6th is going to be a fairly light week, but I could be wrong. So anyway, guys, you can click up here to check out Out of the Abyss. This is our weekly playthrough. This happens every Tuesday night. It'll be happening tomorrow by the time you guys see this. We just got into a huge battle for the sake of Blingden Stone, the city of Svirfneblin Gnome. So you can go ahead and check out to see how that goes. Me and Jake played through that last Tuesday. Right here in the middle is the Horde of the Dragon Queen campaign. That is every other Monday. It'll actually be the Monday that this video comes out, potentially, hopefully, if I get it out in time. And this is where me and a group of my female friends play through Horde of the Dragon Queen. The episode that you'll see there is them working their way through the dragon hatchery, and it ends pretty abruptly, looking like they might TPK. So I guess we'll see what happens tonight, the 6th. And then lastly, down the bottom is our Curse of Strahd playthrough. This is not live, though we are working to get all of the backlogged episodes out so that you guys can watch us live. The episode that you are seeing right down there is after the party encountered Strahd, the leader of Barovia, a vampire lord that he is, at level 3. Needless to say, things are probably going to go as you expect, but the group picks up the pieces and moves on to see what happens after that. You can go ahead and check out that video down there. And as always, you can click right down here below me to subscribe to the channel. Lastly, I will be putting out a video shortly, but I'm going to be at PAX East this weekend up in Boston. So if you guys are going to be at PAX East, I'll be walking around, playing games, hanging around the tabletop area, jumping into some Adventure League stuff. So if you guys are around, maybe we can play at the same table together, if we have characters that are in the same tier. But again, if you just want to swing by and say hi, I'm not going to be stationed anywhere, and I don't think I'm really doing any cosplay stuff, so I'll be jumping all around. But hit me up on Twitter. Maybe we can hang out and share a drink, or, grab a beer, or play some games together. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.